Hello everybody, I'm running a little bit late. I've decided to sit outside in the lovely sun. Today we're going to talk about, does fear control who you are both personally and in business? The mind is a funny thing. It can be our best friend or it can paralyze us with fear. And I know this because this has happened to me in the past. So I just thought, hey, why don't we talk about the elephant in the room, and why don't we stop ignoring and pretending that we can't see the 12-foot elephant that is maybe controlling our lives, giving hesitations. So hi, I'm Beryl from BBK. Yep, me. I help struggling businesses get off the roller coaster and start smashing through their income ceiling. Smashing through, becoming the company, becoming the business, becoming the person that they really, really want to be and have always dreamed of being. Before we start, I want to add an apology. Facebook decided that I wasn't allowed to use my computer today, so it's disconnected Facebook on my computer, but luckily we have other ways of talking. So today we're going to talk about the different things that society thinks that fear is. I'm hoping there's not too much noise out here, but let's go for it. Yes, it is reasonably cold in Melbourne today. I am holding my phone, so I'm trying to hold it as steady as possible so that you don't see the shake. But we, of course, have to get an aeroplane. There's no aeroplanes coming into Melbourne. So why is there an aeroplane up there? In society, I wrote down a comment here that said, in society, failure has become some sort of taboo. None of us like to mention the failure elephant that is in the room. This is true. Sorry, I didn't lick my finger. I've got a whole series of things that I've put about ignoring the failure elephant. But ignoring the elephant doesn't make it go away. And why are we trying to make failure be so powerful? So I am reading a few notes today, and we're talking about the fear of failure today. So I just thought I'd just go through some things that I wrote down. I needed to write down all these things I wanted to tell people today. And so I'm going to do a bit of reading, which I don't normally do. Normally I do it ad hoc. And here I've put down, I've been where you are. I've been gripped by the sudden and urgent fear that has suffocated me. This fear of failure could have destroyed my business, but I am never going to let that happen. I'm never going to allow fear to control who I am. My business is just too important for me. It is part of who I am, but it is also, I have something to give people, so I'm not going to allow my head, this thing here, this brainy thing here, take over and make fear the biggest elephant it could possibly be. I had these fear of judgment, fear of picking up the phone. I had a fear of rejection. I wrote that down as well. It's not about willpower to get your brain to refocus, reprogram your brain. It's about the aeroplane that is flying over top. He's just trying to stop my train of thought. It's actually about allowing the aeroplane to go, so I do apologize. I should have put ears in, but because my computer played up, I thought, go away. Okay, I'm being nice to my, whoops. Ooh, I just thought we've got a little bit of darkness going on in my little photo here. That's okay. Okay, let's keep going now at the aeroplane. Let's keep going before the next aeroplane comes really, really quickly. I wrote down something that Tony Robbins actually said is, we will do more to avoid pain than we will to gain pleasure. So we use the fight and flight part of our subconscious, that we are going to run away and not face things. So we don't like pain, we don't like fear, we don't like failure. but we also don't like talking about it. So we need to talk about it. We need to understand that it happens. But this is where I've put in 3 ways to bounce back from failure. So this is going to lead into that. And I'm going, okay, I give you permission to wallow in it for a while, to feel everything you need to feel, to allow yourself to mourn. And you are mourning when you've failed at something. I've been very lucky to not fail a grading yet at Taekwondo, but I would wallow in the pain of failure if I didn't give myself time to mourn the fact that I had suffered a loss. I'd suffered a failure. So the lovely Karen's here watching me, but I give you permission to set yourself a time. Give yourself 15 minutes, an hour, or a day to actually allow yourself to mourn the fact that you failed at something. But then, once you've done that, it's time to take action. It's time to move forward. It's time to set a process in motion that and see what you learned from that failure. I've had plenty of times where I've launched something and I launched it to crickets, as the saying goes. But I could have said, hey, I'm going to just sit here and sulk. By the way, that's my sulky face. Or I could move to the next stage and go, hey, what did I learn from it? So I'm just going to learn. Whoops, sorry, I can't turn my own page. Sorry, my phone is doing all sorts of things. My phone is telling me I'm live. No, darling phone. Okay, so allow yourself to mourn the failure, but don't take it on board. Give yourself a timetable, then move on and see what you learnt from it. Start writing it in a diary and then write down all the things you learnt from that failure. Number 2 on my list is be honest with yourself. Don't try and push everything aside. Don't try and say, hey, this didn't happen to me. Hey, I'm hiding. Hey, this, etc., etc. Don't try and rationalize it. This is where somebody like me, a business mentor or a coach, if you have me on your side, you ring me up and say, hey, I pooped out in this little thing that I did. I'm so sorry. What do I do? And then my job as a business coach is to turn around and say, hey, what did you learn from it? I failed a Facebook ad earlier this year where it ended up costing me some money. It cost me a reasonable amount of money too. But I learned from it. I learned what not to do. I didn't wallow in the pain. Oh, well, I did. I kind of jumped up and down and screamed and shouted for a while and then said, oh, look at that. I've got people I can now talk to because I did a boo-boo. So, and this is where number 3 comes in. I forgave myself. I allowed myself to use what I'd failed at as takeaways. I've recorded my takeaways from it. So I've written here, sometimes things are just out of your control. Like COVID-19, we could say, hey, are we going to let COVID paralyze our businesses? Or are we going to say, hey, COVID is not under our control. We can do nothing about it other than stay home, stay safe, wear face masks, do the things that the medical people say for us to do, but we cannot control it. We can just help it from becoming a bigger thing in our lives. So forgiving yourself, I've written down here, forgiving yourself is one of the most powerful lessons you could learn on this adventure, on this business adventure. So this is part 1 of a series I'm doing in how to take failure to the next level, how to bring it into your life, and how to talk about the elephant and how to allow the elephant to become smaller and smaller until he's only about this little big. So, but he's still there, but we're able to understand the processes of what we're going through. So if you're watching this on replay, I would love you to work with me. DM me. Let's see if we can conquer this fear of failure together and smash through your income ceiling today. Let's work on a process. Let's do the processes that we need as a partnership and work together. I'll drop in the link below my calendar to my calendar so that you can book an appointment with me, and then we can get on our adventure together. So now I should quickly sign off because I can hear another plane coming, so let's avoid the planes. And I am so honoured that you have come here to listen to me today, and join me on Wednesday at 12:30, same time. May not be the same station because it may be too cold outside. I hope my computer is working by Friday. But anyway, this is Beryl from BBK Mentoring. Say, hey, come and join with me. Let's have some fun together. Let's have an adventure together, and let's progress your business, not your building, your business through that income ceiling. Anyway, this is Beryl signing off. Love to you all. Like I said, stay home, stay safe, wear face masks when you're out, and soon we will be on the other side. But I'll just I'll let you finish with the naughty little puppy that's in the fence he's trying to get another dog. Ghost says goodbye, I say goodbye, and I'll see you all on Thursday at 12:30. Bye for now, bye.